Hello everyone and welcome to Mastering Minds Hub. Today I am going to talk on a very important aspect. It is all about how the belief system is being formed in our body, in our mind. Okay, and I'm sure this is going to give you a lot of insights that why we at times react to certain situations, why we at times respond to certain situations, and to help you understand this particular process, I would like to share with you few examples. So let's see. There is a lady, her name is Anna. Okay. Now Anna says that all men are dogs. Dogs? Why? Is there any fact associated to it? No, but that is her belief. She feels that all men are dogs and that is the reason she had not married till now. It is because when she was a child, she had seen her father beating her mother on daily basis. Her father used to take alcohol and beat her mother. And because she had seen, she started believing in this fact that all men are like this and they are dogs. Coming to another example of Ronnie. Ronnie says that I am introvert. Introvert? Who says? As per whom you are introvert? It is his belief which tells him that you are introvert. So when he was child, his neighbors used to come to his home, and then his parents used to say that he's a very shy kid. He never talks to people. He never go and mingles. And he has listened to it continuously and started believing in this fact that I am an introvert person. I'm an introvert guy. And there will be opportunity where he would like to speak, he would like to talk openly, but still he will not do because his belief system says that you are an introvert guy. So let's understand this particular process. So this belief system is stored in where? In our mind. So let's understand what this mind is. So if you consider this circle as a mind, then the mind is divided into two parts. One is your conscious mind and another one is your subconscious mind. So we would have heard this many times. People say that we are actually using only 2% or 3% of our brain. The remaining part we are not using at all. It means that the 10% of conscious mind is what we are using, but the 90% of our subconscious mind we are not using because we are not aware about it. We don't know the potential of our subconscious mind, right? So in today's session, I will share with you how our subconscious mind plays a vital role in terms of setting a belief. So I will just share with you that what are the few roles and responsibility of conscious mind. So one is the thoughts. So all thinking, everything is happening in conscious mind. Second one is your feelings. What do you feel about your circumstances? What do you feel about your situation? Third one is your memories. And the fourth one is your awareness. Awareness about your surrounding, awareness about your environment. These are all things happens because of our conscious mind. I start recognizing someone. I start recognizing my home, in which route I used to go to office. All those things, awareness happens and it is stored in conscious mind. But what is the role of subconscious mind? Let's understand. So before I go to subconscious mind, let's also share with you that conscious mind also takes care of voluntary actions. What is voluntary action? So say suppose if I wanted to take my hand up. So once I decided, my conscious mind had decided that I wanted to take my hand up and see how my hand is coming up. The action, so my hand cannot come up of its own. It is consciously I need to believe and to start acting on it, then only it will happen. That is voluntary, okay, which is in my control. Now, subconscious mind, the first aspect or the quality of subconscious mind, the role and responsibility of subconscious mind is behavior. So if I'm an angry young man, sometimes people say I always get angry, I always get irritated because of certain situation. It is because of my behavior. And which is pushing my behavior? What is the one thing which is the culprit behind my behavior? Is nothing but the beliefs which I have. And this beliefs is also getting stored in my subconscious mind. Now all the data storage is happening in subconscious mind, and we are going to see that how this data storage happens. And all the involuntary actions, like your heart is beating, right? Now you don't have to consciously work on your heart to beat. It is an involuntary action which is happening, and who is governing this involuntary action? It is because of your subconscious mind. Okay, and that is the reason you would have seen that person who is in a comatose situation, his heart is still working because subconscious mind is working. But he is not able to see anyone. He is not able to lift his hand. He is not able to talk to anyone. Why? Because conscious mind is dead. That is what we have to understand. So let's understand in this way. See, when we were child, when we were kids, and we used to get information, right, from our environment. So these informations were complex informations, and the complexity of this information was low. Very less complex information used to come, and that is the reason at times our elders used to say that why you sitting here, this is not for you, you should go. We elderly people are talking, right? This is not for you, you can go. Why? Because they feel that it is complex information you will not be able to understand, so better to go. So when we were kids, the information which we used to get, it was very less in complexity, and second thing is the quantity of information was also very less. Please understand this topic very clearly, because I am going to connect this particular aspect with the belief pattern, how it is getting formed. And when you have become old, elderly, your complexity of situation has gone up, and similarly your quantity of information has also gone up. So in this slide, I just wanted to share with you only one aspect, that when you were a kid, your complexity of your situation, your information which you were getting was less, quantity was also less, and when you have grown up, both complexity and quantity has gone up. Now, if you see this particular model, which I have already explained it to all of you, that conscious mind and subconscious mind we have. Say suppose you have started a company, and in this company you have only 15 employees who are working, and you have kept one gatekeeper, a guard, a watchman. And watchman, what he does, all the 15 people, he recognizes all these 15 people, and he gives entry based on the recognition which he is having. You have grown in your business, and now you have 500 people. Can this watchman remembers all these 500 people when they are coming, when they are going, if some unknown person is coming or not? So then what you have done, you have created a pass, you have created ID card, so that his job will become a bit easy. He has to only see whether you have the ID card or not, and he will allow you to go inside. Similarly, this is happening with us. Let's see how. So when we were kids, we used to get information like how Ronnie and Anna got, right? That the people in their family used to say to Ronnie that he's a very shy guy, he's a very shy guy. So this kind of information has came once, conscious mind has received it from the environment. Subconscious mind will never accept any information just like that in first instance. It will always analyze the information, and then only it will take it. Now what happened? The information has came, subconscious mind has interpreted and accepted it, and this information has gone down from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind. Okay, now just I'll show you. I think I'm just trying to see if I can show you through the highlighter. So the information has came down. Okay, now whatever information has came in the subconscious mind, it will get stored there. Now when you were a kid, the information which you were getting was very limited, and that is the reason subconscious mind can see and analyze the data and see whether to receive it or to reject it. But like how watchman, when only 15 colleagues were there, he used to give entry to everyone because he can recognize. But when the number of people have increased, now he cannot do that. So he needs something, some access card through which he will be able to control these people coming inside. Now, because the information, so as we have grown up, the information and the quantity and the complexity has gone up, right, which we have seen in the earlier slide. That is the reason subconscious mind has kept a filter between our conscious and subconscious, which is also called as gatekeeper, or filter. Like the watchman who have actually kept the ID card system so that he can operate people. Now, when you become elder, already information is there. Another information comes. It will not go into your subconscious mind. It will automatically, you will react to certain situations because the filter has already been created. And this filter is nothing but, my dear friends, it's your belief system. So because Ronnie have heard many times and it has gone into his subconscious mind that he is a shy kid, that subconscious mind has kept a belief that you are a kid who is shy. And when he had become elder, he started believing that I am introvert. Now any information comes which says him that let's go and enjoy, let's become extrovert, he will not become extrovert. Why? Because the filter is there in between, the belief is there, it will reject his idea. So now what to do? Whatever has gone inside has gone. Now you cannot break it. And that is the reason I say, when you do certain things again, first time you do, say, have you ever seen that, when someone had become criminal, they don't become criminal in first instance. They first do something, they feel very guilty about it for the first time. But second time, once the information seeps into the subconscious mind, now they will become comfortable with what they are doing. And then, even if someone says that you should always, follow the rules, you should not do any crime, they will say that no, this world is like this only. Here only people who are, who are little bit, bad people only, they get an opportunity to survive. So that is the belief system which they have created. In my workshop, I will give you a little bit of information that how to break this filter. How many of you want to break this filter? If you are interested to break this filter, then you have to attend my workshop, wherein I will give you more information about it. So till that time, stay tuned, wait for coming Saturday and Sunday, and let's explore. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Please like, share and comment, and keep watching. Thank you so much, and